down with a gain of about 2. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. He's brought down in there by Yasenchak, number 6, the linebacker.
Timeout called by Southern Area with 1 minute and 6 seconds left in the half.
And this is everything we thought about and then some. My goodness, Supper Club last night, another good night at Supper Club. Baked ziti, oh my goodness, that could kill me.
Was it?
I'm telling you, it's good enough to kill me. But had a great night. Coach talked a lot about this game. Had some players, Dave Brown stood up and answered some questions and talked a little bit. Yeah, it was a very nice affair. Again, you want to see all that's the inner workings of Mount Carmel football. All you got to do is show up at Matucci's at 6:15 on a Thursday night in that back room. $5 dues, $7 for the meal. And if you don't want to eat, you don't have to. But I don't know anybody who goes to Matucci's who doesn't eat. But you can sit back, enjoy a great meal for a good price, and really help these kids out, as everything the Supper Club does goes back into the athletic program at Mount Carmel area. So Wojtowicz brings them up now, and you can feel the crowd as the Tigers have actually made their greatest penetration tonight, and they're still in their own territory as Wojtowicz looks around for the pass. And he's got Shikatano, but he couldn't just haul it in there. It's a little bit high. He had nice protection, and Shikatano was covered well in there by Leonovich. 241s fighting it out there.
Some pressure, though, on, Cuffey coming in from this side. I don't know who's on the other side there. Oh, that was Buggy, number 29, putting some pressure, extra pressure, and it almost stepped up into the pocket and overthrew Shikatano.
3rd and 7 now. Wojtowicz back to pass. And he's way over everybody's head on that one. I'm not sure where he was heading on that. Wojtowicz, when you look at him, is only 5'10". So one of the problems he's having is seeing over everybody. You can tell that he's trying to get a lane. He's trying to duck his head and see where there's a lane to get a throw into. But it's going to bring up 4th and 7, and the Tigers will be forced to punt the ball. 57 seconds left here in the first half. They are protecting him pretty well, though. He does have time to throw.
They have time to throw. They're picking up Cuffey right away, kicking him to the outside. North Armor is stepping up into the pocket. Very nice.
Fox will whack another one of those line drivers that he's been doing, and he does again, and he end over ends it again. Only this time it kind of stops dead. That's the first it's done all night. So they'll down it down along the 21-yard line, but it didn't move when it hit the ground that time.
Well, I'll tell you what, if that wouldn't have stopped, Wargo, number 27, was standing right there. We had a lane all the way down in front of our bench here because their defense was covering more the center of the field than they were spread out.
Wilshinsky heads into the line up there with the play. 49 seconds now remaining here as he brings the Red Tornadoes up. And he's got the big guy, Yasenchak, split wide left, but he's going to hand it up the middle, and the middle is going to show nothing. There'll be no gain on the play there as Sones, number 50, getting off the pile down there for the Tigers, and that's Jason Mills, senior, 5'10", 200 pounds. So they clog it up. It'll be 2nd and 10 now.
Clock running. It's down to about 30 seconds right now. So the Tornadoes, I think, are going to be content with just running the clock out for this half.
Number 31, Damian Shikatano into the lineup. He's coming out. Dashinsky's right there. But it'll go right up the middle to Pilarski. And again, I think he'll go for no gain either.
Yeah.
As the Tiger defense, we're not doing anything fancy down there. The clock runs down at 7 seconds now. And you're right, the Tornadoes will take it into the halftime along with the Tigers and try to figure out how to get something going against these tough defenses. We, of course, will be back shortly with all the halftime stats from Jose, so stay tuned. And
the Union National Bank, 3rd and Oak Streets, Mount Carmel, and 1071 New Media Drive in New Media is your hometown locally owned bank, serving our area since 1906. Open 6 days a week, our friendly and courteous staff is waiting to help you with all your banking needs. For fast service on home mortgages, auto or personal loans, home improvements, or consolidations, your Union Bank representative is ready to approve your loan today and help you make your dreams come true. For checking and savings accounts, money markets, and certificates of deposit, Union National Bank offers a variety of options to fit your personal needs. Take advantage of our after-hours banking at either of our well-lit MAC locations, at the rear of our 3rd and Oak Street branch, or next to our New Media location. For fast drive-through convenience, choose from any of our 3 locations, including 3rd and Hickory Streets, open Monday through Thursday until 4, Friday until 6, and Saturday until 12 p.m. Your hometown bank is located at 3rd and Oak Streets and open from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Thursday, Fridays till 6 p.m., and open Saturdays from 9 a.m. till 12 noon. Our branch office in New Media is open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., Fridays till 6 p.m., and Saturdays from 9 a.m. till 12 noon.
Archie's Shoe Store, 828 Chestnut Street in Coltmont, carries shoes for the entire family. From baby shoes to athletic to work or dress shoes, Archie stocks a large selection of styles and sizes to fit all. Choose from quality brand names like New Balance, Red Wing, Dexter, Naturalizer, Soft Spot, and Clinic. Relax and shop, and get that friendly, personalized service that only Archie's 50 years of experience can give. Need a prescription filled? Archie's fills doctor's orders right on premises. And for shoe care and accessories, Archie's has everything you need right in stock. Archie's Shoe Store, everything in shoes except your feet. Open Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Fridays 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturdays 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Where can you find the largest menu of the most delicious food in the Cole region? Try Vine Street Sandwich Shop, 2nd and Vine Streets, Mount Carmel. For lunches, dinners, or parties, we've got the goodies that will make your tummy say yummy.
For delicious round or pan pizza with your choice of toppings, it's Vine Street. For a great selection of hot or cold subs, made especially the way you like on the freshest rolls, it's Vine Street.
For scrumptious chef salads, the tastiest old-fashioned gravy fries, or delicious homemade soups and daily lunch specials that can't be beat, check out Vine Street. For all your party needs, including meat trays, sodas, party snacks, cold cuts, cheeses, and more, the best place to go is Vine Street.
Don't feel like making supper tonight? For quick deliveries, call us at 339-0339 to save the day.
Or stop in and pick up the most delicious food around, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Vine Street Sandwich Shop, 2nd and Vine, Mount Carmel.
Okay, gang, we're back here to start the second half of play in what was a tight first half, and I believe we're going to see that the first half statistics will bear that out, Wayne.
Oh, I'll tell you what, the paper's not going to tell you anything different than what you had watched on the TV tonight. For the Mount Carmel Red Tornadoes, we had 27 rushing plays for 56 yards. Pilarski's running very tough with a busted up ankle, 13 for 36 yards. Mikey Lashinsky doing a very good job also, 7 for 18 yards. Mitsur, 2 for 9. In the passing department, we're 3 of 10 for 49 yards. And you look at that statistic a little bit and you're saying, hey, you know, boy, Dave's not having a very good night. But that's really not the case. Dave is right on tonight again. His timing is down perfect. A lot of that came from the pressure that is coming from the 2 cornerbacks from Southern area, putting a lot of pressure on Dave, and especially the screen pass where we had Mitsura standing over here on the side wide open. Dave, I don't even know how he got the ball all the way over. Shows the strength in his arm. Got it over to Mitsura like he did, and it was just a little overthrown. Mitsura is the only receiver, 3 for 49 yards. On the other side for the Southern area Tigers, 12 carries or 12 rushing plays for 45 yards only. Passing department, 1 of 5, which we sort of expected, for 14 yards. Chicatano carried the ball 4 times for 19 yards already tonight. First downs, Tornadoes 8 and Southern area 3. The one thing though, Mount Carmel, the Tornadoes have moved the ball and did an excellent job, some nice drives up and down. But again, you see the tenacity of the Southern area Tigers defensively. Once we get down into that red zone, they do make it very tough, and we haven't gotten much further than the 20-yard line. but we are eating up the clock. That might come back and bite us a little bit later on. You know, retaining the ball. We have had the ball for 17 minutes. Southern about, Jose said, 7 minutes in the first half. So, you know, when you have the ball that much, you would hope or expect, at least with all the drives, that you would be able to pop one over that goal line and put a score up on the board.
Southern will receive the start of the second half. Wkmc, number 9 for the Red Tornadoes, will kick it off, and he's kicking down to Chickatano and Brobst. And I doubt that he's going to kick it that deep. He does, but he kicks it to Brobst. Brobst takes it about the 15-yard line, brings it upfield, and he'll be tackled and brought down about the 34-yard line, where the Tigers will take over 1st and 10. And we'll see number 7 initially come out, and that's Chase Rodarmel, the 5'11" senior. We also have one number to talk about that was different. Apparently, and I did notice that some of the Southern Tiger, the jerseys were different. Wearing number 74 is Brian Leffler. Okay, it wasn't loaded as 78, but 74 is Brian Leffler for the Tigers. And we go right to Chickatano, and he'll be brought down for a gain of about 2 yards on the play.
Of course, number 59 coming from that defensive tackle position. Nick Bierster, very quick feet that time, going over the top of everybody to get Chickatano making the tackle for only a 2-yard gain.
Brings up a 2nd down and 9, actually just less than 2 yards on the carry. And Rodarmer's going to give it to Brobst, and Brobst will make that cut through, and he brings it up over the 45-yard line for enough for the first down. Pickup of about 9 on the play for number 34, Jason Brobst.
Yeah, you see a lot deception there. Get the motion going one way, and Brobst came back all the way from the opposite side. And he's playing like, you know, a halfback off the defense or offensive end there.
Chickatano in motion, and then
we got both.
Chickatano and Brobst both went in motion, and that's just not going to happen. So that'll be a motion penalty on the Tigers and take them back 5 yards. Ball was also bouncing around free there. But you can see, you saw it, both of those guys turned and faced each other, and that's a no-no even in the wing tee. So it'll bring up 1st down and 15 now as they mark 5 off against the Tigers.
Tigers come out in the second half here, and you know, the opening kickoff, and start moving the ball a little bit. They come out with a little bit of fire in their eyes. Some different plays offensively than we had seen in the first half. They're doing a little bit more deception, more movement in the backfield now, and some more trap plays up in that line.
So Rodarmel brings them up, the ball back at the 40-yard line now of the Tigers. And he's back to pass, and he's...
Shovel pass, and it is...
They're down. That's Swank.
Yeah.
Swank took Chickatano and just threw him to the ground on the shovel pass.
I don't know what Rodarmel was looking at there. He didn't even see Chickatano. He threw the ball so far in front of him that ball could have been intercepted. That's how far it was out there.
No gain on the play, so it'll bring up a 2nd and 15 now for the Tigers. Swank just all over that play. Puts Brobst in motion, but he's back to pass, and he gets away, and he's going to take off. He has plenty of room. He's going to get more than the first down, and then some. And he's a shoestring tackle down there by number 32 for the Red Tornadoes, and he saved the touchdown. That's Hynoski. Big run now for Rodarmel, and now they're in Mount Carmel area territory all the way down to the 37-yard line, where it's 1st and 10 Tigers.
The killer there is the cuff got caught on the inside. He got hooked. He got turned to the inside, and Rodarmel got out to the outside and right around him, and he was gone.
Now they line up in that full house, 3 guys side-by-side backfield. And we're going to give it to Brobst. And Brobst will be brought down for a gain of about 2 on the play, down to the 30-yard line. I'm sorry, 34-yard line. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 8 for the Tigers.
You got Mansour making the hit in the backfield. Brown making a tackle along with Vinci Yasenchak.
Deepest penetration of the evening for the Tigers. And this time it goes to Chickatano. And Chickatano And I don't know how he got out of that, but he'll go down to about the 30-yard line. Picked up about 7 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down now. 3rd down at about 3.
Yeah,
I don't know how he wasn't stopped there.
He was hit at the line. Everything was blocked up, and he just made a move to the left, back into the center. Tackle there made by Ben Hynoski, number 32.
Now they'll line up in a more same backfield, side by side, all 3 of them. And that's going to be 5 yards, and that's a killer. That's a killer penalty there when you're at 3rd and 3. It'll bring up a 3rd and 8 now for the Tigers as they move in the backfield there.
Well, the thing there is sometimes when you're the only one moving, the best thing to do is just take your motion, just continue
go in motion,
the line,
get out of the way there.
And get out of the way and hope the play takes off.
That may be the safest way out of that one. So now a big 3rd down and 8 for the Tigers, and that'll change that play a little bit. And he's back to pass. Ron Armo's looking downfield, and he's got his receiver. He's got the tight end Sones, enough for the 1st down as he's taking it down to the 24-yard line of the Red Tornadoes. And that was a nice pass by number 7, Ron Armo. Yeah. Here you see it on the replay. Again, plenty of time. And he rifles it down to a target, and I'll tell you what, it's pretty hard to miss Sones when he's downfield, because he's a big one.
Yeah, Sones was the only one out on the pass pattern that time. They come up full house backfield looking like a run.
1st and 10, and we go to Trometer, and Trometer's piling up the middle there. He'll cross over the 20-yard line and be down to about the 23, it looks like, where they'll finally set it down. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 3.
And you can see why they like to go to Trometer down here in this area. The size of him, the strength that he has, and very quickly he can pick up, 6-7 yards for you.
Tigers on the march here now in the 3rd quarter. This time to Chickatano, and Chickatano broke out of that group again, and he'll take the ball down very close to the 1st down. We'll see where they set it down before we call it. And it is 1st and 10 as he just got over the marker. So it's a 1st and 10 now. Now the ball sitting at the Mount Carmel area 14-yard line. This time he goes to Brobst, and Brobst is brought down hard. That's Leonovich on the initial hit, along with 51 down there, the big guy for the Red Tornadoes, Dave Brown. Picks up less than a yard on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9.
I'll tell you what, the butter plays that they're running with the full backfield, handing it off to the halfback, the tailback.
Trometer piles ahead, and he squirts through the line again. He'll pick up about 5 yards on the play.
Yeah. And see what that play does for you, Warren. You see they have a full house backfield that forces the defense to make an excellent play. You have to make a good tackle, get in and make a good tackle on Trometer. He's so big, so strong. You have so many blockers out in front of him, leading him through the hole.
3rd and 5 now for the Tigers. Ball on the 7-yard line. This time we come to Brobst, and Brobst down inside the 5, down to about the 3-yard line, 2-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10. 1st and 2, I'm sorry. First and goal from the 2 for the Tigers. And here is the deepest penetration of the evening for the Southern Columbia area Tigers. And they're going to send the play in with Rosini, number 22, as he comes into the lineup.
This would have to, my guess here that this is going to be a full house, and it's going to Trometer. He was the one that cut up the turf so far coming down this drive.
Goes to Chickatano, and Chickatano tries to get outside, and he puts it in from the 2. Touchdown, Southern Columbia. At the 6:12 mark of the 3rd quarter, the Tigers have scored, and it is 6-0 Tigers, and we'll see what they do for the extra point.
Looks like they're going to kick. They're setting up. Number 17 has the tee in his hand.
17 is Matthew Brobst. He'll come in for the point after attempt. bobbled a little bit, and he didn't get it. There's a flag on the play, and we'll see what they call, but the hold was oh, and they're going to call roughing the kicker. Roughing the kicker against the Tornadoes, and now that may change what the Tigers want to do as they look to the sideline to ask what they should do. And they're going to go for the 2 points. They're going to change this and go for the 2 points. As you see Rhode Armel over there racing up. Brobst comes out of the ball game. 23 was the holder. Mummy, he did a good job of holding on to the snap, but he couldn't get it down in time. So now Rosini, Casey Rosini into the backfield. Number 22, he comes into the game. And we'll see what the Tigers do as they now go from the 1 yard line. And they give it to Trometer, and he puts it in. Trometer takes it in for the 2-point conversion. So at the 6:12 mark here of the third quarter, down here in the Silver Bowl, it is now Southern Columbia Area Tigers 8 and the Red Tornadoes 0, and we'll await the Tiger kickoff. Pilarski and Wergel will go deep. And they'll await the kickoff. And Matt Brobst will tee it up. And first blood here of this long game now has been drawn by the Tigers, Wayne.
That was an excellent drive, and I'll tell you what set that drive up was a heads-up play by Rhode Armel when he scooted around the outside to pick up 20-25 yards for the first down.
High kick, very high kick, and it's going to go to Leonovich, 41. And Leonovich, believe it or not, found a seam. He's got Wargo in front of him. He'll be brought down by number 33 from the Tigers, and that's Eric Levan. But deep into Tiger territory, down at the 37-yard line goes Leonovich, and he nearly broke it, Wayne.
No, I'll tell you what an excellent run by Leonovich, and you're talking about somebody who doesn't touch the ball very often. And he picked it up, and I'll tell you what, it's a high kick. And when you're a receiver getting a high kick like that, you're sort of thinking in your back of your mind, am I going to get run over as I catch this? And of course, Leonovich did the smart thing and took it down the sideline.
Shinsky barely hung on to it, and he pitched it to Pilarski.
Forward pass.
Forward pass. I have no idea what that play was. I have no idea what we were trying to do there.
Yeah. Dave had a little bit of a hard time coming out. He was trying to step out from the center. Did not have the ball quite right. And Pilarski was not watching. In fact, Pilarski was wide open. Wasn't looking back to see what Dave was doing. And Dave tossed him the ball, and it was a forward pass.
That was a dangerous play. We escaped it, but it'll bring up 2nd and 10 now for the Red Tornadoes at the Tiger 37. Dave's got plenty of time this time, and he throws it, an interception. Number 14 on the interception, Robert Shoup, and he threw it right to him.
Yeah,
I mean, he didn't have to do much to catch that one. So the Red Tornadoes, there's a flag on the play way over on the other side of the field as the referee blows it dead. And we'll see, it's going to go against the Red Tornadoes, so it is an interception and a turnover. And the Red Tornadoes stunned themselves this time offensively as they turned the ball over. Ball sitting at the Southern Columbia 39-yard line where they'll take over. And we'll see number 8. They continue the quarterback shuffle. Wojtowicz now in. After Rhode Armel leads him to the touchdown, Wojtowicz comes in on the next series, so he doesn't bend much. Once he's in the rotation, he seems to stay there.
I'll tell you what, it doesn't make much sense to me because Rhode Armel was playing in some good position back there.
Chicatano on the carry this time, and Chicatano breaks it to the outside. Yasenchak will finally bring him down, but not before he crosses over the 45 to the 46-yard line. Picks up about 5 yards on the play, and it's deceptive in that he looks like he stopped.
Yeah.
Picked up 6 yards on the play, or bring up his 2nd down and 3.
The best thing that Chicatano's doing, he's keeping his feet moving. His quick feet, shuffling them, keeping them moving a little bit, and finding an open position to get to. This time to Probst. We've seen this play on and on and on. He's going to take it up
to about the 49-yard line. Very close to the first down. We'll see where they set it down at to see, and it is. It will be a first down. So 1st and 10, the ball sitting directly on the midfield stripe at the 50-yard line. And the Tornadoes desperately need a defensive stop here tonight, Wayne.
Well,
right here, they need to stop.
I'll tell you why, right from the kickoff, Southern area did come out with fire in their eyes, and you'd see, as soon as they got the ball, they start moving it a little bit here, a little bit there, and then Rhode Armel really put the spark in the whole team by that great run around the end when he was caught off guard, and there was too much pressure on him when he was back to pass. And those are the little things that you only need to give your team a shot in the arm, a little bit of adrenaline.
Wojtowicz keeps it this time, and he's searching for some room, and he'll cross down to about the 47-yard line, gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7 for the Tigers.
Number 51, Brown in on that. Number 59, Nick Bierster coming in to make the tackle. Neither one of these quarterbacks are not afraid to tuck the ball underneath their arm and take it up a hole or, around an end.
Chickatano on a reverse. He hands it to Brobst, and Brobst is free. Brobst will be brought down there by Cuff, who turned as he saw he was to the outside. He turned and made a nice comeback play, but enough for the first down. So it's a 1st and 10 now from the Mount Carmel area, 39-yard line, and the Tigers are driving on offense once again tonight. Right up the middle with Trometer. Number 69, Cuff, again, is the guy that has him, and he pulls him back. Trometer takes it down to the 36-yard line, gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7.
And again, the big key here is that they are moving the ball down. They're picking up their first down, and they have already, at this point, they have the clock down at 3:24 in the 3rd quarter.
This time to Trometer again, and Trometer makes that one cutback. He's still on his feet. He's going to pick up about 2 yards on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5 now. And they'll set the ball down at the 34-yard line of the Red Tornadoes. Getting off that pile is Brown down there.
Yeah, you can see how strong Trometer is. He went through the hole, picked up 3 yards. He was hit, knocked back a little bit, but kept his balance and leaned forward for an extra yard.
This time he hands it to Chickatano as he tries to get outside, and he'll pick up about 2 yards on the play, if anything. It's going to bring up a 4th down now and about 3. 4th and 3, the ball at the Mount Carmel area 32-yard line. And of course, they're going to go for it.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be, I would say they're probably going to end up full house backfield and just straight dive plays.
Number 11, Murdoch, brought the play in, and he'll come all the way out on the left side here. He's the only one split from the formation.
No
Tovich, they went offside.
Yeah, Chickatano stepped up a little bit quicker before the quickness there, before the ball was snapped. You see what they were doing, though. They were throwing a little pass play right over the center for 4 yards.
Illegal procedure is a 5-yard penalty, so it'll take it back and make it 4th down now and about 8. And quite frankly, when you look at where you're at now in the score and the way this game is, I'd kick the ball.
Here? Yes.
Yep, I would not try to go for it here. They are, but I would not. This is a field position game going now for the Tigers, but here they go. They're going to line up on a 4th and 8. And he's going to go back to pass, and Wojtowicz looks downfield, and he's got number 11, Murdoch. He's the guy that came in the play before. Murdoch takes it down to the 24-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. And I'll tell you what, Wojtowicz and Rhode Armel have all the time in the world to throw this ball.
And that's what's making the difference here. Between those two quarterbacks, you wonder sometimes why a coach does that, but both of these quarterbacks now in this 3rd quarter have shown that they do have an arm that they can get the ball downfield 10, 15 yards.
He gets Brobst over there in the flat. Brobst is on the run, and Brobst will take it down to the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal from the 5 for the Tigers as they are now pushing the Big Red defense all around his field. Here you see the pass. Matsura is trailing him but can't catch him until he gets down to the 5.
Probst came out of the backfield that time. Just a little delay. Snuck out into the flat. Nobody was on him at that point.
They line up in that 3 straight backfield there. Chickatano on the carry, and he's picking and choosing his way down. And Chickatano will take it down to about the 3. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 3. Senchak on the stop for the Red Tornadoes. Oh, they bump into each other. Trometer was the guy with the ball. He bumps into Wojtowicz right as he gets the handoff, and he'll gain no yards. It'll bring up 3rd down now. And goal from the 3. Kind of ran into each other and killed the play dead there.
Unusual play for the quarterback. They've run that play at least 10 times and made some good yardage on it each time.
82 Apple into the game for the Tigers as Wojtowicz brings them up. This time they're going to go the other way to Probst, and Probst was stopped in the backfield but got away from Leonovich, and he takes it in for the score at the 17-second mark of the 3rd quarter. The Tigers have scored again and make the score Southern Columbia area 14, Mount Carmel area 0, and we'll wait for the extra point attempt from number 17, Matthew Probst, the junior 5'11", 140 pounder. Now we'll see how this one goes. He had some problems with the snap the first time around.
The snap was a little high, and it did take time for him to get it back down onto the tee.
This time the snap is perfect, and so is he.
Yeah.
So at the 17-second mark here in the 3rd period of play, it is Southern Columbia area 15, Mount Carmel area 0. And the Tigers have made some adjustment somewhere along in the
and you can
halftime there to do something different.
Yeah, something in their offensive blocking scheme. They had to go in at halftime and readjust because they've come out and have some very good drives, and they're drives that are picking up some big yardage on key plays, and picking up the 1st down, and taking the ball over. The big play is when they get into that full house backfield and they give it to Trometer off either left guard or right guard.
So Probst is teeing it up here, and he'll get ready to knock it down.
Ooh.
And he kicks a dandy all the way down to the 10-yard line. Wargo drops it but picks it back up, and now he's looking upfield, and he'll cross over the 20 out to the 22-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Tornadoes. That was one heck of a boot.
And I'll tell you what, that's what you look for when you're kicking off. You want that extra height with the speed that is back there for the Tornadoes. You want to get some good coverage, and you see exactly what he did. Wargo touched the ball, and by the time he picked it up and started running with it, there were 5 guys on him for Southern area.
Pilarski with the ball, and he bounces outside. But he's going to have to cut up soon, and he's not going to do it as the Southern defense is all over him. Rossini again, and Rossini's having a heck of a night down there along with Chickatano on the play. A loss on the play at 2 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down now and 12 for the Red Tornadoes as Pilarski cannot get around the end.
Yeah, it shows the quickness of Southern. They're just cutting everybody off from cutting around the corner, and especially Pilarski. You see Chickatano and who was the other guy that was out there around the corner with Chickatano?
Rossini,
Casey. And out there, he beat Pilarski out to the corner. And that's the killer. You're seeing the quickness tonight of Southern area, and that's playing a big part in this game, and it is their quickness.
That was the end of the 3rd quarter here. with the Southern Columbia Tigers in the lead 15-0. Remind you that you are watching WKMC TV, broadcast arm of Mount Carmel Area High School. We broadcast directly from the campus. We are an instructional fixed television service, and you catch us every Wednesday night of the football season at 8 o'clock on Channel 13, courtesy of the Service Electric Cable System.
Matlow's Mount Carmel has been serving the area since 1925, selling quality clothing for men, ladies, and boys. Matlow's specialize in men's hard-to-fit sizes. Whether you're small, big, tall, portly, or athletic, Matlow's has clothes to fit all styles and taste levels. Matlow's has the largest selection of men's big and tall sizes in the area. And Matlow's is #1 in service for your tuxedo needs, whether it's weddings or this year's Millennium celebration. So give Matlow's Mount Carmel a try for all your clothing needs.
Angel Scents Flower and Gift Shop, 45 East 4th Street, Mount Carmel, provides professional, fresh, or silk flower arrangements for any occasion. Whether it's local delivery or Teleflora AFS wire service, our experienced staff will assure that your gift arrives on time and in excellent condition. Stop in our gift shop and see the variety of beautiful candles, collectible plush, fresh plants, fruit baskets, and other items available to suit anyone's taste. Or surprise that special someone by taking advantage of our weekly specials on carry-out flowers. For weddings, baby showers, and special occasions, we rent archways and other decor to help make that special moment a magical one. Angel Scents can provide everything you'll need for your wedding, shower, or party, from invitations to thank yous. For our departed loved ones, Angel Scents provides flower arrangements and perpetual candles. Whatever your gift needs, Angel Scents will provide you with courteous and professional service and a large selection of products to choose from. Stop in and browse. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 9:30 till 5 o'clock. Wednesday, 9:30 till 1 o'clock. Friday, 9:30 till 6 o'clock. And Saturday, 9:30 till 2 o'clock. Or phone us at 339-6368.
I keep getting that wrong, so we'll start this fourth quarter with the Tornadoes in a hole, and they're backed up deep, and they look, and he intercepted it. I cannot see who ran up and got it. When he gets out of the pile, I will try. That's 23. Number 23, Sean Mummy, and he saw the play all the way. Shinsky throws the interception, and the Tigers now take over deep in Mount Carmel area territory. The ball sitting at the 27-yard line of the Red Tornadoes.
Oh, we had two guys out on the pass pattern over there, and Mummy, all he did was he just released. They had both men covered. Southern area did. Mummy released off his zone and just came up and made the catch.
So Rhode Armel now back in the game as he takes his next set. And Rhode Armel keeps it on a keeper from the quarterback. We saw that. And he dropped the ball. The ball's loose. Mount Carmel area will recover it. Number 3 for the Red Tornadoes. Dara on the ball. And I don't see, did you see who stripped it from him?
No, I did.
But number 3 recovers, so the Tigers turn it back over on the first play. And we'd seen that, you see it coming. Let's see if we can see who strips it. You see him coming around the end, and he makes the cut inside, and
Buggy, 29.
29, Buggy strips the ball. Dara recovers and ends that threat, but the Red Tornadoes now back inside their 15 at the 14 where it's 1st and 10, and they've got a ways to go here in this fourth quarter. Right up the middle. And that's Lashinsky, I believe. No, I'm sorry, that's Matsura up the middle. He's brought down in the middle down there by number 11 and number 34. 34 is Probst, number 11 in the game is Murdoch, and 34 hurt himself. He's asking to come out, and he's running down there, so Shikatana will come in and play that linebacker position for Brobst. As I can see what happened to him. As soon as he stood up, he ran off the field. Looks like he has something in his eye or something down there. So it's 2nd down and 7, a 3-yard gain by Matsura. Pilarski now the lone back in the backfield. I'm sorry, with in the I formation as we throw it over to Matsura in a quick one. And Matsura will be brought down. Gain of about 3 yards in the play. He's brought down by number 14, Robert Shoup, the senior, 5'7", 160 pounds. Brings up a 3rd down and about 4.
Matsura is really getting a workout both offensively and defensively tonight. I mean, he's in on just about every tackle from his linebacker position, and here he is on offense. You know, he's either carrying the ball on a slash back or, as we saw tonight, he's caught that ball so many times for us.
I think that reflects a little bit of the problem we're having with Pilarski's ankle, too. As Matsura now comes in motion, and we'll go back to pass. Not a time this time, and he sees Medalis. Medalis over the middle and can't hold on to it there at the 34-yard line. So it'll bring up 3rd down now and 3 for the Tornadoes. And here you see this is a pretty good pass, Wayne.
Yeah, very good pass. But take a look at the pass protection on Medalis. Southern's back in pretty much like a pass prevent defense. And we got a lot of people around the ball, Southern area there.
Murdoch made a nice play on the ball there.
Yes, he did.
It's 4th down now as the penalty was declined, and Mount Carmel area will be forced to punt from deep inside its own territory, and not much has gone right for the Red Tornadoes here tonight. Sinski will boot it. He boots it from about the 10. Good punt. It's going to go over the head of the Tigers, but it's going to bounce back towards us. So we'll down it inside Mount Carmel area territory at the 44-yard line where the Tigers will take over. 10 minutes and 16 seconds remaining here in the ball game, and the Red Tornadoes trail 15-0.
Again, good defensive stand. You can see Southern area, again, not only offensively, but now defensively, as they've readjusted their defense. More of a pass prevent defense than they were run defense before in the first half.
Rodarmel back in there now, and he sends it to Trominer right up the middle. Trominer is going to be brought down, a gain of about 2 yards on the play. He's brought down by Swank, 51. Cuff was in there.
Brown,
I'm sorry.
Brown is 51.
Brown, 51,
and
I'm sorry.
Number 79 is John Skinner in playing that right tackle position now.
They get used to Brown's new number. Second down now and 8. And this time we give it to Chickatano. And Chickatano, Swank got a hand on Chickatano and held on. He's finally finished off there with some help from Buggy. But nice play by Swank, the big guy, and Swank comes out. But it's going to bring up a 3rd down. No gain on the play for Chickatano. 3rd and 8 now for the for the Tigers. And they take the big guy out, Sones and number 82, Apple. And we'll see how they line up with the 2 bigger guys out.
It's a little tough trying to pick up a first down when Swank, 260 pounds, is hanging on to your jersey.
Rodarm will get some set there, and he's going to go back to pass. It looked like a passing formation, or at least for them. He looks downfield down there, flag. It's caught. Number 14 caught the ball down there. Robert Shoup, but a flag has fallen in the Tiger backfield back here at the 47-yard line, and it's going to go against the Tigers, I believe.
Yes, it's coming back.
Nice shot that time by Rodarmel down there to Shoup, and here you see it on the replay. Again, this is a fairly quick play as he has plenty of time. He takes his time and sets it up, and you'll see it go downfield, and I thought we covered it pretty well.
Yeah, but, Ben Hynoski was down there, and he was all over him, but the ball was just thrown high enough that it was caught.
So the ball all the way back now into Tiger territory at the 43-yard line, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 23. And this time we're going to go back to pass. Rodarmel's looking around, and he tosses it downfield. He was heading for number 11, Murdoch, just overthrew him, and he took a vicious hit in the middle down there as he released the ball, and I believe it was Brown who nailed him. It'll bring up 4th down, and the Tigers will be forced to punt. And again, they're leading this game with 8:59 remaining in the ball game. Wargo and Leonovich will go deep for the Red Tornadoes. And again, I think that's part of, again, what you're seeing, some new people in there because of some of the injuries we've had. They've been protecting Pilarski as much as they can. Pilarski apparently, from what we see, not at 100% tonight as we thought as he came into the game. And Fox lets it go. That was actually his best punt of the game as far as looking good went. Leonovich picks it up, and he'll take it out to the Mount Carmel area 35-yard line where we 1st and 10 Red Tornadoes.
Yeah, that was a very good punt. You know, every time so far.
I said pretty. He's been effective. He just hasn't been pretty. I don't want to say that he hasn't had a good night punting, because he has, but that was the first one he actually had all the way in the air. So Shinsky will bring him up, and he's going to start it out in the shotgun formation. This time, plenty of time. And he lets it air out. He's got Pilarski as everybody beat down there. And Pilarski takes off for the end zone, and Pilarski will be taken out of bounds down along the 10-yard line. Yep. 1st and 10 for the Red Tornadoes at the Tiger 10-yard line on a beautiful pass. Here you see it. Yep. Shinsky, plenty of time. Take a look at the arc on this ball as he lets it rip. Pilarski had everybody beat. Look how far downfield he is, and there he goes. It's a foot race between him and Murdoch, and again, Pilarski hurting on that ankle, but still takes it down to the 10. And now the Red Tornadoes with their deepest penetration of the night, and they are now threatening here in the ball game.
Yeah, nice, very nice run by Pilarski. I'll tell you what, he just left everybody behind. He had a nice move on the outside, froze the defender, and did get behind him. There were about 3 defenders back there in that area. And Dave, thank goodness, had seen him downfield and just laid it out there. Pilarski not even breaking stride when he caught that ball.
At 8:32 now, the ball on the 10. It is 1st and 10. No, it's 1st and goal. I'm sorry, the markers are down. You can't. I'm trying to see where I can't see all the way over there, but it's 1st and goal.
It's on the 9.
Shinsky's going to go back to pass again. Again now, plenty of time as he rifles it in there, and it's intercepted. It's intercepted again by number 11 down there, Matt Murdoch, the junior, 5'11", 165. And he intercepts the Shinsky pass thrown into the end zone, and just like that, the threat's over.
Some good protection for Dave that time. He had a lot of time to look down, but at the same time, you have a lot of time to look over the receivers. With the shortened field the way it is, going from the 9-yard line, you have more defenders back there to cover the ball.
Ball comes out to the 20-yard line of the Tigers, where it's 1st and 10 now. And they'll start off, and I believe we see Wojtowicz. We do. We give it to Shikatano. And Shikatano on that mass move to the right will take it out to the 25-yard line for a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5 now for the Tigers.
And that's what you're going to see. Southern area is just going to get back in that full house backfield and, you know, just give it one direction or another and just straight drive. And it's just going to be a mass of you know, bodies pushing forward. They don't need to pick up much. All they want to do is eat some time off that clock.
Shikatano again. This time Shikatano gets loose over the 30. He'll be brought down about the 34-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 Tigers. Picks up 9 on the play.
And he was kept in, he did stay in bounds that time. He didn't let anybody take him out. And as soon as the changers set, the clock starts running.
Ropes with the ball, number 34. He goes over the left side, picks up about 2 on the play. He'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Number 59, Bierster, making the tackle on that play.
Flags on the play. Ball was handed to Shikatano, but they'll stop the play. It'll go against the Tigers. Wasn't sure what it is. I didn't see anybody moving.
I didn't see any, unless there was too much time.
But it'll be a 5. Let's see what they call. Here he goes. Nice shot on the referee.
No,
Illegal motion on the play, so a 5-yard penalty for the Tigers will bring up first down, or second down now, and second down on about 13. Time continues to tick. 6:41 remaining in the ball game. The clock is the Red Tornadoes' enemy. Reverse, heading back into Chickatano. Chickatano's going to pick up about a yard on the play as the Red Tornadoes read it well. Brought down by Matsuri in there. So third down now and about 12. Tigers in no hurry as they bring Sones out of the ball game. And looks like they're bringing some quicker guys in, and this will be a passing down for the Tigers. At least I think it will be, as they brought their quicker receivers into the ball game. He brings Mummy right and Murdoch left, and he goes back to pass. And he's got him.
Nice pass.
He's got Murdoch down there. Murdoch now, Medalis has to bring him down. He does, but not before Murdoch, number 11, catches the ball down at the Red Tornado 40-yard line where it's 1st and 10 Tigers. And the Red Tornadoes, be truthful, the Red Tornadoes look tired.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, we talked at the beginning about Caskey and the inexperience of the quarterbacks from Southern coming in, and they might be the question here. But I'll tell you what, both of these kids have definitely stepped up and shown exactly what they can do.
Handoff right in the middle that time, and again, that was kind of an odd handoff as Wojtowicz almost missed Trometer. So it'll pick up a yard in the play. It'll bring up a second down and 9, but that was almost a fumble there as they ran into each other. That's a couple of times we've seen them do that. It's a complicated handoff to begin with, the way they're moving, and these two younger quarterbacks who are just, I guess, learning it. As the season goes, they're going to get even more dangerous, though. So Wojtowicz brings them up, and he'll go right to Chickatano, and this time Yasenchak brings Chickatano down in the backfield for a loss on the play. And it'll bring up third down now and about 10 again as Chickatano loses 2 yards on the play. Clock ticking at 4:44 now. Tigers in absolutely no hurry whatsoever here. This one's going to be a fake to Chickatano, and he looks downfield, and he has Brooks.
Look at this.
And Brooks will take it in for the touchdown. Just like that, he fooled Dara and Leonovich and got behind him as they faked the Chickatano. And at the 4:18 mark, the Tigers are now in the end zone again, and it's now 21-0 Southern Columbia.
Take a look. Here's the replay. Everybody just froze at that point. Looking in the backfield, I would assume. And my goodness, I mean, how wide open that is. But again, take a look at the pass, and we're looking at passes from 2 different quarterbacks for him for Southern area. And I'll tell you what, they put the ball right on the money each time.
Probst in to attempt the extra point. And he's got it up, and he's good. So with 4:18 remaining in the ball game, Southern now out to a 22-point lead over the Red Tornadoes, and they'll tee it up to kick off the Big Red. Another tough game for the Red Tornadoes. Offensively, they had plenty of chances, I guess, in the first half. Couldn't capitalize on it. And in the second half, the defense just got pushed around as the Tiger offense, which showed nothing in the first half, came to life in the second.
Well, I think there were some adjustments made, both offensively and defensively in that locker room at halftime for Southern area, and that was the big difference. You know, Warren, I just have to say, I know that over on the sideline over there on the track, there's got to be one happy person, and that's Danica Fagley, who's a cheerleader over there. You know, I mean, number 1, Southern area is winning. And number 2, Ben Hynoski, whom she knows very well, has had a good game tonight. So, you know.
I must be missing something there, but I'm not going to go any further into that one. Pilarski now brings it up. He brings it up over the 30-yard line to the 31, where the Red Tornadoes will take over. It's one of those signals you send every once in a while. I'm not touching that thing. Shinsky trots back into the line at the Red Tornadoes in a big hole now, late in the fourth period. Matsura comes in motion, and he looks over at Matsura. Matsura, he's in trouble. Now he's got to put the ball down and just run, and he does. He'll take it up to the 36-yard line. For the Red Tornadoes, and they're looking at Coach Brennan, and he's going to have to go for it at the 3:29 mark. There's not much choice here, so he talks to Shinsky, and he'll send the play in.
And if it's pass play, he's just telling Dave, make sure your receivers are down past that yard marker. Pick up that first down.
Sends the big linebacker in there, Yasenchak, and he'll come out in that tight end position. This time he leaves a couple of people back for protection, and Medalis, who was at the first down marker, dropped it down there right as the ball came through, and the Red Tornadoes turned the ball over. He kept an extra guy in protection, and it helped. He got the ball out there, and Dallas couldn't handle it.
They're just dropping back and covering everybody. Dave has the time to look over all the receivers, but the coverage back there is so tight that he has nobody to throw to.
So he'll come up there. He's got Pilarski next to him for protection as he goes into the shotgun. And Pilarski, he's heading for Wargo. And Wargo had all he could do to break it up. Number 23 in the play, Sean Mummy, was all over that.
Yeah, Mummy blocked it. It tipped up in the air and it came back and hit Wargo, and Wargo almost caught it and went back to Mummy a second time.
Pilarski that time, he got out of position a little bit. He's got to give that in more time. He just stepped out of position and the guy got around him. And that's what hurried that pass a little bit for Shinsky. Shinsky has not had good pass protection in any game so far this year. I have to say that, and it has certainly not been good tonight. Shinsky looks downfield again. He was aiming for Wargo. It was out of Wargo's reach. There was some bumping going there, but Wargo was not going to get the pass either way. It's now fourth down. Fourth and about 6 for the Red Tornadoes. And they're looking at Coach Brennan, and he's going to have to go for it at the 3:29 mark. There's not much choice here. So he talks to Shinsky, and he'll send the play in.
And if it's pass play, he's just telling Dave, make sure your receivers are down past that yard marker. Pick up that first down.
Sends the big linebacker in there, Yasenchak. And he'll come out in that tight end position. This time he leaves a couple of people back for protection. And Medalis, who was at the first down marker, dropped it down there right as the ball came through, and the Red Tornadoes turned the ball over. He kept an extra guy in protection, and it helped. He got the ball out there, and Dallas couldn't handle it. Drummond will pick up a couple yards on the play, bring up second down and about 7. 3:13 now remaining in the ball game, and the Tigers will be very deliberate with Rodarmel using as much time as he possibly can. And that quarterback rotation worked out very well for the Tigers. You don't usually see that work well in high school, but it did.
I was just going to say that. That's one thing you don't even. I mean, Penn State tried it, and it doesn't even work at Penn State. But these two kids did an excellent job tonight.
Offside on the Tigers in the interior line. There will be 5-yard penalty. I'll bring up a third down now and about 12. Not gonna mean much either way. Tigers are asking, how could that be? I mean, everybody saw it. Somebody down there moved, so you don't want to be arguing that penalty this late in the game when you're ahead. Tigers played a perfect game offensively in the second half. First half, a tough defensive game. They played really tough. They bent a little bit, but didn't give when they were challenged. And they can be proud of themselves on both sides of the ball tonight. They had a very good game and lived up to their billing, as they normally do. This time he gives it to Brobst, and we've seen that play about 100 times tonight. Brobst will take it over the 35-yard line down to the 34-yard of the Red Tornadoes. It'll bring up third down now and about 9. Rodarmel fakes it, and he'll keep it on that quarterback keeper, which we saw Caskey run so well last year. Rodarmel takes it down to about the 33-yard line. He picks up 2 on the play. It'll bring up fourth down now and about 7 with 1:35 remaining. That the Tigers obviously will keep it, and they'll run off as much time as they can as they look over to the sideline over there to see. Number 11 will bring the play in, Murdoch.
Coach is holding the player over there as long as he possibly can to run that time, run that clock.
Hand it to Brobst, and Brobst breaks it over the left side. He's not going to pick up the first down. It'll be turned over to the Red Tornadoes, but down at the 32-yard line of the Big Red, where they take it 1st and 10. We're down to 1 minute 6 seconds now remaining in the ball game, and the Tiger fans can taste it as they give their guys a well-deserved hand as they run off the field on that far side. Looks over to Medalis. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10 now.
Well, we're trying just about everything here. Flat. We're trying anything deep, flat, no matter what. Poor Dave. I'll tell you what. Dave's on the money tonight. He's even with all that pressure and
he's
everything
throwing some good passes. He just couldn't haul them in.
Throwing some good passes.
Dara in the game now for the Red Tornadoes. Ashinsky's going to look around. He's got plenty of protection now, and he gets it over to Dara, and Dara will be taken out of bounds up at about the 37-yard line of the Red Tornadoes, enough for a first down. So it's 1st and 10. He also gets out of bounds. The clock is stopped at 57 seconds now as the Red Tornadoes will line it up.
Again, take a look at the Southern defense here. They are way back in the prevent defense. They got that umbrella out, and they're letting you catch that ball underneath, and of course coming in and making the tackle.
Sends it down to Dara once again. Nice catch by Dara at midfield. Another first down for the Red Tornadoes, and Dara made two nice catches in a row there.
Yeah, John Dara's making some nice catches. He's concentrating on the ball. Take a look right here. He's got some heavy coverage right behind him. As soon as he catches the ball, he's hit pretty hard there, down around the knees and taken down.
Shinsky, at that time, he threw it into a crowd of Tigers. He was trying to hit Metsura, but really was not a pass. I'd want to throw that in that crowd that was down there. I don't know how none of them got it, to tell you the truth. Clock stops with 31 seconds and a second down and 10 now for the Red Tornadoes as Wargo will bring the play in, and Metsura, who had himself a heck of a ball game tonight, really played a lot of minutes tonight. And again, I think reflective of the fact that Pilarski's been hurt, and Pilarski probably suffered a little bit more than we were even thinking. So a tough game all around for the Red Tornadoes. Wargo now, and Wargo makes a nice move, and he's still on his feet, and he'll cross over the 40-yard line, where the Red Tornadoes will call a timeout, where the ball placed down at the 39 of the Tigers. And here you'll see the pass, or Wargo caught the pass. He's coming right at you now. Nice move to elude the first tackle. And Wargo's the guy we saw last night at Supper Club. A lot of promise. We're looking forward to him, you know, and seeing what he's going to be able to do. He's a sophomore, 6'1", 190-pounder. Wow. So a lot of promise with Wargo. 24 seconds remain as this timeout. Again, remind you about Supper Club, folks. Come on down to the Tucci's on a Thursday night, 6:15. Talk to the coach, talk to the kids. Have a great time, enjoy a great meal. Just kind of be all around Mount Carmel area football. That's where it's all at. We'll be there. We'll be saving a seat for all of you. Mount Carmel's going to tee it up there. Coach Brennan shouts a couple of last-minute directions in the huddle, which I think he said, don't come out so early. I'm not sure. I think that's what he told them. So 1st and 10 now for the Red Tornadoes at the Tiger 39-yard line. Shinsky in the shotgun formation, and he gets the center snap and looks downfield, and he's got Medalis. And Medalis didn't bring it down. I was waiting to see if he came up with it there. Ball falls incomplete. 19 seconds now in the ball game.
There goes poor Metsura. I mean, Stevie has played one heck of a game.
Under a lot of pressure now. Shinsky breaks loose of the pressure, and he takes off on his own. Makes a good run out of it now. Casey Rosini will finally bring him down at the 25-yard line. But not before Shinsky runs and picks up the first down, but now only 9 seconds remaining in the ball game. And this is something that I think that Dave needs to do more often. When he makes the call to run, he's got to tuck the ball and he's got to run. He's got a lot of athletic ability. You saw right there. He can move, but he's got to not be tentative when he's going to head downfield. You're going to go downfield, go all the way. He's got enough going for him there that he can do it. Timeout for the Red Tornadoes now as it's first down. Again, 9 seconds remaining here in a 22-0 ball game in favor of the Tigers. One, maybe two plays, depending on what kind of pass it is. The Red Tornadoes have one timeout left.
Yeah, you're looking at probably an end zone pass there, 9 seconds left. They want to try to get at least one score on the board before the 9 seconds are up, and you know that you're going to the end zone. You know, this might be the last play of the game.
Yeah. He heaves it downfield now, and he's looking, and pass interference on number 11, Murdoch. He was covering Medalis at the goal line, and it wasn't much of pass. He put his hand on his back as he reached across. He did touch the ball and knock it down, but pass interference call against the Southern Columbia area Tigers here at the 2-second mark of the ball game. So we'll let them straighten this all out. There you have it. Pass interference being signaled by the referee. It's a first down. The ball's going to get placed down at the 12-yard line. So one more play from the 12 as Buggy comes into the lineup and gives Shinsky to play. And we're going to be in trouble because Yussenchak did not come out of the ball game. And there she blows. And we've seen 3 of them tonight.
And I think some of the problem is Buggy went into the huddle, and never informed Vincent that he was supposed to leave.
He came into the close side, and Vincent never saw him communicate. He was on the far side of the huddle, so I mean, 5 yards doesn't make much difference either way here. Ball back at the 17-yard line now for the final play of the ball game. And Shinsky will take it from that shotgun formation. And he's under a lot of pressure instantly, and it's incomplete. He threw it in between the two receivers. The Tigers will win this football game 22-0. And the Red Tornadoes now fall to 1-2 here in this young season. And unfortunately for them, they are at 1-2, and they're looking at a backyard brawl down in Kemp Memorial coming up. So it doesn't get any easier for the Red Tornadoes as they line up and shake hands. And of course, this is such a great rivalry, such a good rivalry. There's never any ugliness about it. It's just good, hard-fought
this
rivalry.
years really came into its own, this rivalry. All the years that everybody has been talking that they wanted these two teams to get together, and it finally happened. And since it has happened, I'll tell you what, one of the greatest rivalries that has happened around here in a long time.
So the Tigers remain undefeated, and that's something we expected them to be able to do. They certainly had enough talent to do so. They have a couple of more toughies on their schedule, but played very well tonight. Really tough, tight first half, and then they turned it into a great second half. That wing tee got rolling.
And I do believe they had to make they had to make some type of adjustment, Warren, on the coaching staff down there, both offensively and defensively, because you could see the difference when Southern came out. They took the opening kickoff and they drove right down for their first score. A lot of spark in the team when they came out in the second half. Definitely a different team than what was on the field the first half. That's for sure.
I mean, I certainly don't want to point fingers. Okay, I mean, you lose a game, but the thing that stuck out now in 3 games, including a win, was what looks like, at least from our side of it, and again, I'm not on the field and all, but you got somewhat of a lack of emotion.
Right.
And it looks, and that may be a part of having a lack of emotion, is they look tired. They don't look like they're running, at full speed. Now, again, that just might be me. I've heard it from other people, and and I'm saying it as a bad way. It just seems that even the Panthers, who got a good whooping, came out pretty excited. Mm-hmm. We just don't look like we stay excited in a game like this. I mean, if you're not excited at this game, you're in serious trouble. Now you go to Kemp. And it could get pretty ugly at Kemp on a good day.
We've seen some great games in the last few years, and probably the best games I've ever seen have been either up here in Mount Carmel or down at Kemp Memorial. Yep. And I'm talking, that's even talking some of the playoff games. And again, it doesn't the rankings of the teams, the standings, the win and loss records, everything is thrown out. And we said this time and time again, out of the window, and it is one of those grudge matches, and it's for the bucket. Yep. It's been going on since 1952. That trophy has been going back and forth to both of these schools, and it's just fantastic. It's just a great game, great atmosphere, and that is one game that you have to get up for, or someone gets hurt.
We'll look forward to going down. Kemp, of course, a home away from home from us.
Oh, yeah.
In previous years, in the playoffs and things, the Shamokin people down there could not be nicer. It's good. It's going to be good to go down and renew some friendships with the press box people and things like that. We always look forward to it. Of course, Coach DeFrancesco will have his team sky high.
Yeah,
he has no problem with that one for sure, no matter who they're playing. But they'll be revved up to play. We look forward to it. We had a very emotional night here tonight. We were glad to play a football game. We're glad to be here. We're glad to be Americans. Win or lose, we're going to walk away from this thing and play again next week. But our life will continue. We have lost some fellow Americans over this week, and we'll never forget all that. But we'll pull together, as we talked about before the game. We saw it in the stands. Put your flags out. If you don't have them out already, get one out and fly it all the time. Let everybody know that you're flying one. And we'll see everybody on Friday at Kemp. For WKMC TV, I am Warren Altamar.
And Wayne Brokenshire.
Good night.